So welcome to our, what is always the really best way to kickstart our festival, as it's now known. It's the Soundscene Spring 2015. We had a break last year. We've come back this year with an amazing lineup of artists from, about 10 countries. A lot of us are here tonight, some started painting. Brilliant to see, and we've got more local artists than we've ever had before, and more ladies than we've ever had before, which is fine. And we have ladies that have been with us before, so Zina comes back, she's on a big piece of elastic, and she just comes back up from London every time. And some really good familiar faces. With some on this stage now, one especially, this fine gentleman here, the Accrington's Fine Hour really regard vast amounts of applause as I introduce our people on the stage. Accrington's finest, now residing in London, one of the nicest people you'll ever get to meet, and a bloody good artist. Mr. Dale Grimshaw. Excellent. Anna is new with us this year, Anatomics, from the middle of nowhere, some dodgy Britain Midlands, that sort of part of the world. So, big round of applause for that. He's been here since Tuesday, maybe came on Tuesday, from Switzerland. Never before a Swiss street artist, so that's really, really good. And he's already done some stuff around about town, but obviously doing more over the weekend. So, Young Payne, if you would like to hear that. And of course, on the end, which is Pipsqueak. I'm still to work out which is Pip and which is Squeak. That's a mystery.
A little bit about it.
Okay, from Holland. So again, in another country you've not been to see us before. A few thank yous to Antisocial, the festival organisation. I know it sounds hot. Arts Council England, who gave us some money, well, a lot of money actually. John and Natalie, who have been project staff, who have been incredible. Yes, definitely. And as you leave tonight, we're using that one online, you can exit via the gift shop, which is at that entrance, go left, and Sharon Buckley's going to be with us for a while. I'll be on for an hour. We'll find t-shirts, work from the artist, loads of stuff, and you meet nice people as well. There's a free raffle in the room tonight for a stylish bottle of champagne, modelled by our charming assistant. Just don't spit it on your clothes. And it's all you need is your email or your postcode for the free raffle for that. The other raffle, so that we can do it again, means you get a meal for two, possibly a Pizza Express, 2 tickets for last night at DJ Save My Life. That was a big fan, obviously. A Tower limited edition book, which is beautiful. Prints from the lovely Sam Simpson. Where's Sam? Is a minute ago. She is. And also my good self, a big Woody's gift bag. I was going to be careful how you say that. So yeah, the idea of this session is that you just ask these guys anything at all. Anything you'd like to ask them, ask them. Is that okay then? Yes. Okay, everybody? No, a bit nervous now, see? Right, so I'll just leave you to ask these guys. I'll start with one question. To Pipsqueak. Working together and being together all the time, do you ever fall out?
Yes, quite often.
There you go, simple answer.
Questions, please. It's also very quiet. Right, okay. Sorry? These 5 people over here, you weren't paying attention. Can't get the staff. We tried and tried and tried to get the staff. Bailey, you coming from Switzerland, you were telling me the other day there's very few street artists in Switzerland.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Is that because you're a very law-abiding country?
Sorry?
Is that because you're a very law-abiding country? You don't break the law?
You immediately said, yes, we have a lot. So there is confusion already.
I don't know. We have a lot of illegal street artists and not really known. So, it's a very, very big scene for Switzerland. It's a small island in Europe.
It's very rich.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But it's it's really interesting to see someone from Holland translating English to someone from Switzerland. Brilliant, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's my English, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Anna, so I'll keep going, I could go all night. We were talking earlier about there's more girls coming into the scene now. Why is it so hard to find really good girl artists? Present company accepted.
I don't think it is hard to find female artists. I think it's hard to distinguish who's a female artist and who isn't.
Well, there is a big difference.
Well, if you only know the name of an artist and you've only seen the work, it's hard to tell whether they're male or female because a lot of street artists don't give their identity away. But I think part of it is a nerve issue and just having the guts to do it. I think maybe there's more guys out there who've got the confidence to go out and paint large walls or even paint illegally than there are girls that are doing it. But from my personal perspective, having done an event like Femme Fears earlier in the year, which is a charity event, there are a lot of female street artists out there, a hell of a lot. And even I have come to know that some artists that I thought were male originally are actually female.
It's needed. And this year we got more than we ever had, which is great. Dale, you were wounded recently.
I was in battle, yes.
Playing netball, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So much for a green girl, yes. I was doing, yeah. But it's put me out of action for a bit, so I've just been on my settee with my cats. And I was lucky, I was actually brought a program called Painter. I don't know if anybody knows it from Cole. And it was a bit like, oh, give it to me. But I ended up doing loads of digital paintings, and it kind of made me think about things while I was injured. So, yeah, it was an interesting convalescence.
It was quite a serious thing that happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, I snapped my Achilles tendon off, which means I couldn't go up any ladders. This is my first time up the scaffolding, up a ladder. So if anybody sees me whimpering violently, I'm not just being a drama queen. I've genuinely snapped my Achilles tendon back off. But yes, I did a gig about a month ago in my moon boots. Oh no, I've done 2 gigs in my moon boots. I was doing the Bob Marley one in South London and the locals. It was quite a rough area, but I thought it was quite hard because I was doing a 2-level scaffold in a moon boot. It's quite a feat. Give it a go when you're a bit bored. So yes, I'm back now. Yeah.
Suffering for your art.
Yes.
Pipsqueak, you use stencils a lot, don't you?
Yes.
And you add to it. I mean, how long does it take to cut them? Very long, or just go for it, or
You mean...
does it take a long time to cut your stencils?
Oh, it becomes as easy as it is to draw, really. It goes quicker and quicker. And nothing beats the quick effect of a stencil on the streets. You can pop in and out so quickly that it makes the work on the street actually lots more interesting and gives you more time to think abstractly about the background or making new combinations possible. It gives you an immense freedom of combining imagery that you've used before in a new way. Yeah, I've been hooked on stenciling I think over 30 years.
Since you were 5?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5.
Thank you very much.
What's good about this year is a lot of guys are coming early, and you've been in early as well. Have you seen anything of Blackpool in this early visit of yours?
Yeah, actually, I arrived in Manchester and I drive here and after 10 minutes by train I fell completely in love with these brick walls everywhere, these reddish brick walls.
Yeah.
And we have some in Switzerland, but all the buildings, they are made by these red brick walls. They are protected, so you can't touch it. And when I arrived, and I share my love about this, so that the people tell me that it's weird because the artists here they like super flat walls and stuff like this, and I was like, no, I want to paint one of these. So so it's a nice city, but the brick walls are so strong. So if someone has a brick wall, I will come and paint it.
Don't say that, look at the hands to the wall, don't say that. going, after this, you're going to Greece, are you, after this?
Yeah, I go to Greece, yeah.
And you did a big piece in Ayia Napa.
Yeah.
Tell me how big that was again and how many layers and colours.
I painted chameleon on a hotel. It was like a festival, same like here, and it's almost 15 to 10 meters. I painted chameleon with over 15,000. The dots, like scales, like a snake has it, a chameleon. I painted over 15,000, and each one had 4 colors. And that was a pretty crazy trip to paint this chameleon. I did it in 10 days, and after I was finished, all the emotions broke up. Yeah, it was like I was sad, I was happy, I was laughing, I was almost crying. And the spot was amazing. It's 30 meters from the sea. But I was 10 days alone painting the whole day, and that was how you call it, like some people, they walk all this way just to go to see the Christian or whatever. It was like a...
Oh yeah, like a pilgrimage.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
How did you guys first start painting on walls? How did you guys start painting on walls?
Yeah, just do it or do it not. Yeah.
Canvases are small.
Sorry?
Canvases are small.
Yeah.
And there's many other good reasons.
Scary. I think it's scary.
It was only scary until you conquered that fear of it. Because I was, 3 years ago, up to that point, I'd never done anything bigger than like A0, just big sheets of paper. And I was literally terrified of trying to paint anything bigger because I was convinced I wouldn't get the perspective right, just wouldn't be able to do it until I tried doing it. And then you just take it from there and you just confidence builds.
Every time if I start, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Well, don't tell us that now.
I'm just doing it, and it's, you have to find yourself while you're doing it, and you will find the way, and sometimes it works something, sometimes not, and you have to improvise or go another way, and I think that's also a special part of street art and graffiti.
I don't think it's something that someone can teach you how to do. I think it's something you have to figure out for yourself. Because I was convinced that I needed other people who were experienced to show me how to do things and how to, especially how to use spray cans. Like I was terrified of picking up spray cans. I thought there's no way I can paint something with that. And it's just a fear thing. You get over that and you pick one up and you try out different things, different caps, different brands of paint, find out what works for you, and just go. And now all I want is the biggest wall I can get my hands on.
Every artist, every year.
You'll get
is it a
some.
big wall? Is it a big wall?
You'll be a megalomaniac in a year. Yeah, you do. You just want it bigger and bigger. So.
Well, you've done some big stuff in London recently, haven't you?
Yes, yeah, I have. Yeah, like I said, I was a bit wounded, but I've got a big piece in Bristol coming up, and I might be going to Malta as well. I mentioned it last year festival, but I might be going to Malta. So. Yeah, I've been offered some really big gigs over the last year and a half, but the hotter the country and the bigger the wall, the more likely they are to get cancelled or rescheduled, as the diplomatic term. Yeah, so the more exciting the offer, the quicker they go. So I was offered Rome, there was me, Connor Harrington, and Guy Downing in Rome. It was like, and then it was like, But yeah, it was going to be the biggest. It was about, I don't know, it was like a skyscraper. We had a skyscraper week, so I didn't tell anybody, Sam, but I was quite intimidated, so don't worry about it. Yeah, you just get better and better, don't you? As you were saying, you just get more confident. But yeah, preparation, when I did Signlight years ago, there was a guy who actually hated it. He said, Dale, preparation is everything, and I think it is. because it's a bit like a band. If you're really tight, you're really pissed. It doesn't matter if the bass player is really pissed or is indulging in something. You kind of got prepared for it a bit, and I have to think like that with walls. So I kind of prepare, you know, I have a backup plan, and it helps me anyway. So yeah, it's a safety net to fall on. But yeah, and a good helper as well. So thank you to Dean, wherever he is. Wherever I go, I always manage to find a good helper. That's a really good one, because you got people who are looking out for you and watching your stuff. There's those kids that want to nick up 10 cans of spray paint when you're not looking. So yeah, that's a tip as well. You've got to have eyes in your back of your head. So is that enough tips, Sam? Good.
Very quiet.
Definitely quiet.
Definitely quiet. Come on, let's go quiet.
It's a comfortable side.
Go on, Sam.
I'd say the age thing, that was like deep
A lot of people always ask us how you make a living. How do you make a living?
Chestnut, yeah.
Yeah. Have you worked that out yet, Dale, or not?
Not really, but I've come to the conclusion I don't think I ever am. It's I was chatting to somebody recently about making. Was it you, Sam? Yes, it was. We were talking about making money out of oil, wasn't it? But yeah, it's a tricky one because people always want you to work for free. I don't know if you find that.
For beer.
Or for beer or anything. So we'll give you. I mean, the guy who owned a really big club in rang me up, and not a club, sorry, a big fashion shop. And he just said to me, "Oh, well, you can go and paint my villa in Ibiza." And he just presumed I was like 18. He said, "Take your girlfriend and go raving and make a holiday out of it." I was a bit like, "I've got grey hairs and things." He just presumed I would do it for like a few ecstasy and a pint of beer. So yeah, it's I'm still learning, but as long as you set your standards low, you can't be disappointed. But it's always precarious. We were chatting about this. 1 minute you struggle to get 350 quid out of somebody, and the next minute you meet somebody who's very wealthy, who's quite happy to throw thousands of money at you without a blink of an eye. So it's a very extreme kind of juggle. But you've just got to enjoy it, haven't you, what you do? And I play a question called, what would you do if you're a multi-billionaire? And I think I would still want to paint, I'd still want to draw, and I'm quite passionate about it. And not a lot of people can say that about what they do. I'm sure all you lot would say exactly the same. So it's kind of, yeah, you've just got to love it, because in this day and age it's quite hard with the recession in England. I don't know what it's like in Switzerland, but things are pretty tight here, and you've got to love what you do and be really passionate. It won't pay the rent, but it will help off of the way, and it's a tough time being an artist. Yeah, it's a good question. Because there's a few, certainly in our scene, there's a few names that are kind of making those rock star wages, but there's not a lot of people doing it, and it can be quite a difficult concept for people.
Yeah, but a lot of you do gallery stuff as well. Anna, you do gallery stuff as well.
Yeah. And that's where the money comes from, is from selling paintings. I was saying to someone earlier actually what I've got into the habit of doing now is I spend all winter at home in the studio making paintings, drawings and stuff, doing exhibitions, trying to sell as much as I can to raise the money to go out and do all the festivals over the summer.
Yeah.
So there isn't a lot of money to be made in it. There is some money, but it's all about networking. You've got to know the right people. I've gotten more work through expanding my network and getting to know more people. And work can come in from the strangest places. You never know where it's going to come from. Same. You say sometimes people are trying to get you to do. They want, the Sistine Chapel for a £5 and a bag of crisps. Or they're saying they want to fly you to Miami to paint their private jet, and they're willing to throw in a few £1,000s.
Sure, everybody on the stage would like that job.
Yeah.
I haven't had that job personally, but I know somebody that has had that job.
No, really?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people out there with silly amounts of money to spend on stuff as well, who really like graffiti, but they're just not plentiful.
Amazing. Yeah, it's what was good for us in Blackpool is you guys do come. And what over the last 5 years has happened is that a lot of the work on the streets has inspired quite a lot of the local people, and that was one of the objects in the beginning. And you know, every year we have to thank you for coming, because it is very special. The people in Blackpool love it, and we get people who go mad if we don't do it. Last year they went, bananas. What do you mean you're not doing it? What do you mean you're not coming?
Yeah.
And then when you come back, they go, oh, it's okay now. It's like some sort of calming influence. It's like, oh, it's okay, I'll be there, I'll go watch that. And we were doing the flyers, I was saying the other day, that it's the easiest flyer distribution you ever do, isn't it? Because people just want them, they go, oh, yeah, come on, like that. And it's like, it's brilliant.
Oh, we feel that already. When you paint, you feel you don't have to explain yourself.
No.
Probably the 5 years that have been going on made it very easy and very mellow to work out here. Instead of having to answer questions, why the hell are you doing this here? Who gave you permission? Blah, blah.
Oh, you haven't met them yet then?
No, not today.
She knows all that. She knows all the ones that say, have you got permission to do this? That's her friend. You do that. No,
I always say we do.
It is great. Two of the objects of it was that we'd get great art in Blackpool, and you would go away having enjoyed the tin, and also that we would get our own art scene going, and it is great. You know, in fact, we've got so many local artists this year, and they're painting elsewhere as well. It's working, and that's what it's all about. It's going to be a great support from people you never think you're going to get, a bit like you say, you know, buying pieces. Sometimes someone's supporting you, go, really? And people want to help you do it, you know. Because it is a juggling act with the money, it really is.
The festivals are brilliant for networking. That's why I continue to do them, is because of the networking. Every festival I go to, I'll meet dozens of new people, make loads of new contacts. Any one of those people could be the next contact for a paid job. So.
Yeah. Well, Inky met Cashing the first year, and then they met somebody else, and then it just, it's true. It is true.
It's nice to meet fellow artists. Painting is a lonely job. You're even on the job
it's
by
a social
yourself.
life.
Or you're in a studio
It's a
or
social
working.
life.
It's the only place where you meet the others. That's
So you
cool.
guys just get your headphones on, and that's it.
Yeah, but there's a moment
You've
before
got it,
you
you've got
go
it, you're in a zone.
I like to interact, but yeah, I understand why I just do it. Yeah, it's good to chat to people, but you lose a lot of time as well, don't you? I mean, it's a balance of chatting to locals, but also getting the work done as well. It's kind of, I struggle with that. But yesterday I spent about 3 hours just talking to God knows who.
Yeah, but we understand you, Dale, here.
You do understand me.
In London, they won't understand you,
Go
mate.
back home, Tetsu. They don't understand my funny little accent at all. So I feel at home here.
Your Accrington twang.
I do. But it's funny when I'm in Accrington, I was in a taxi not long ago, going, you're not from round here, are you? And I was like, well actually I was going on this street, so yeah, my accent's changed a tiny bit, but you understand me, so thank you. Any more questions?
Any more questions?
Very quiet and nervy.
Have you ever stood back from a piece of artwork and thought, it's never going to get any better than that? Or do you always look at your art and think, that's great, but the next one's going to be so much better, and striving to get that perfect piece?
Some days you win, some days you lose.
Yeah,
I think.
but in my case, I know what I can do. So on every next painting, my goal is a little bit higher than I can do. I don't wanna. I set my goal a little bit better, more than I can do, and I try to reach that point. And that's how you're growing. And how she said, sometimes you fucked up, or you're gonna win. And anyway, the best for me, just for me, the best part on this whole story, on this whole thing, is the time while you're painting. When you paint, it's the best for me. It's the best time, right? I like if I do a good work, but I like more the time when I'm painting.
And of course tomorrow it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow yours is going to be the best you've ever done.
Yeah, of course. I have no clue what I'm doing, but.
No, don't turn out.
I think it's a thing that happens to all artists, no matter how well you paint massive walls for a living or you paint postcards. There's always, whatever the piece is, you can always carry on, you can always make it a little bit better, you can always do more to it, but ultimately you decide to stop when you decide to stop. Sometimes it's a good choice to stop where you do. Other days you get home, you look at your pictures before you're ready to upload to Facebook and you go, I wish I'd done that, or I wish I'd just tweaked that a little bit. And then some days you tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and you've spent all day on it, you've spent all weekend on it and you just cannot get it right. And you just have to leave it. And those are usually the ones that everyone else is telling you is the best thing you've ever done.
Yeah, you're your own biggest critics, aren't you?
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, I think there's something about painting. It's funny, I don't even show sketchbooks to people, so it's kind of weird doing stuff like that. Because people see all your mistakes and you kind of feel naked and vulnerable, and it's a really not a very nice feeling, so I disagree with all of it. It's, yeah, I find that's that point where normally after the first evening I go back and I just, yeah, I find it quite depressing. It's normally the first day. But to do it publicly is quite painful, I think, as well. It's, I don't know if you guys ever get it. You just don't know. It's a horrible. The fact that it looks really horrible, and everybody can see it while they're picking the kids up from school or going shopping. And it's I don't like that. As we're in the studio, you can kind of hide things away, and it's that kind of exposure and that vulnerability. I don't quite like it. I'd like to just paint behind the big screen, and when I'm happy with it, just whip it off. But life doesn't work like that. And then you've got the rain and all the other elements that make life very complicated for you. So, yes.
Again, it means it's a confidence thing.
Yeah, it is a confidence
thing,
yeah.
To do that and to let other people watch you and potentially probably not criticise you to your face, but criticise you behind your back.
Yeah.
What about what you're doing and what you've been doing wrong?
Yeah.
But our work, street art graffiti, has a lot to do with let things go. And it's
I've
also,
got a problem
it's also
with
with
that.
painting. And one time I did a painting, and it was a good painting. And I fucked up the fat cat.
Yeah.
I go home. I had a really nice sleep.
I don't have that control.
I don't.
Can I add to that? Like I was in the job a few months ago, and they're like every single time I started a new character on the job, right, I'd mark it out, and the woman kept saying, "Oh, I don't like this very well," because she just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You know? And like, it was like I almost had to re-figure out my layers just to keep her happy. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's not a good one.
It was so.
Do you know what I call that one? It's called That Doesn't Look Like a Horse. Because when I was younger, my sister, she always got bored. And she said, "Mum, I'm really bored." And Mum would say, "Just get Dale to draw you a horse," because she liked horses. So I'd get my felt tips on my paper and I'd start drawing the nostril. And you could bet within 10 seconds, my sister would scream at and say, "That doesn't look like a horse." But I don't know what she expected. I said, I have that in adult life. That doesn't look like a horse. So, yeah, but I prepare people sometimes for that. I don't know. It makes me feel better, and it's a horrible.
Yeah, because like it's just like you kind of start because you know what it's gonna look like. You know, you're feeling good about it as well. You know what I mean? So you mark out like, yeah, I like this, and this. And then you got someone else's opinion, you just like biting that at you from the back and just listening to little things. You all start to believe it sometimes about it as well. You know, it's all right. Yes, I mean it's big.
But it can go the other way as well, because sometimes I use these like crude measurement stencils, and I tape them up, especially with faces, to get them, and I rip it off, and people go, "Oh, that's amazing." I just want to get off and square their eyeballs, because it goes the other way. You're like, "Well, why would you say that's amazing when it looks obviously like something really crude and crap?" So I found there's two ends of the spectrum. You've got people who say that doesn't look like a horse, and you've got other people who just love whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you mean though, it's interesting.
So it's kind of a weird thing that, yeah. I was painting a Bob Marley mural recently, and I just did one eye, and it was all really detailed, and I'd done all the veins, and it was quite, and I hadn't done the other eye. And people really loved it. And I said, but are you not aware that Bob did have 2 eyes? And he said, it's right good, it's right good. And I was like, but he did have 2 eyes. I was going to do a patch of it, but that illustrated. So we're big into the Bob where I was bent, so yes, so that explains it.
I get a lot of people coming to me while I'm painting and going, what is it? And I've just had to, I just have to take a deep breath and go, because well, if you do stuff that you don't do realism, if you do stuff that's more abstract, most of my stuff looks like a 3-year-old with it until it's almost finished. And I just have to let it go.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
And then other times when it's rubbish, people put it like, it's amazing. Just think about that.
We can do stencils.
I was doing something today with a stencil and they go, that's cheating.
The old police.
Oh, the art police, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to have to wrap that bit up. Oh, but Brian, by all means, there's lots of artists in the room if you just want to mix with the guys for another 15 minutes or so, because the wonderful combo will be here very soon. Can you show your appreciation, please, for these guys?